Welcome, Mystery Handicapper. It is the most exciting 2 minutes in all of sports. It's the Grade 1 mile and a quarter Kentucky Derby with a purse of $3 million. Those of you who have subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for leaving comments. I appreciate you. If you are new to my channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe. Post a full field analysis. Graded stakes races, typically on the weekend. I don't cover every graded stakes race because I don't bet every graded stakes race. I will go through every horse in the field of the Kentucky Derby. I will let you know which horses I am using on my tickets and my exotics, my exactas, trifectas, and superfectas. And from that group, I will pick one winner. So typically I'll pick 4 horses since I like playing superfectas. In this race, it's a 20-horse field. I'll probably go 5 deep in this one. Let's take a look at the field. Look at the 1 horse, Mo Donoghue. Never out of the money in 5 races. Should have no problem at all with the distance. Look at his last race, that Wood Memorial. That was his best race. He won by a neck. Look at that speed figure that he posted. Getting 10-1 on Mo Donoghue, trained by Todd Pletcher, written by Irad Ortiz. He's coming from the 1 post position. Well, the last time a horse won the Kentucky Derby from the 1 post position was in 1986. So it's been a while. But in 2020, they did implement a new starting gate. So maybe that may benefit Mo Donoghue. Tell you what, he's a closer, so he's going to have a few horses in front of him. He's going to have to get a good trip in this one. Getting 10-1. Take a look at the 2 horse, Happy Jack. Sad Anita won his maiden debut and didn't do a whole lot after that. His last 3 races, well, he's lost those races by a combined total of 49 lengths, getting 30-1 on Happy Jack. Then there's the 3 horse, Epicenter. Well, let's talk a little bit about Epicenter. If you've been following my channel, I've been telling you about Epicenter since January in the Lecomte Stakes at the fairgrounds. Not only have I been telling you about Epicenter, but I've been telling you about his sire, Not This Time, since the beginning of the year. Go back and watch that video. Told you to watch out for these 3-year-old colts, sired by Not This Time. Risen Star Stakes won that race by 2 3/4. Went out to the lead. Didn't set any crazy fractions. Next time out, Louisiana Derby. Sat behind a couple horses, got some dirt kicked in his face, and he didn't mind that at all. He won by 2 1/2. He had his last 4 races. He's showing improvement every race. And a little bit faster and a little bit faster every race. That's what you want to see from these 3-year-old colts. You want to see them improve. I like Epicenter at 7-2. Now his trainer, Steve Asmussen, well, he's 0 for 23 in the Kentucky Derby. The last time Louisiana Derby winner has won the Kentucky Derby, well, that was back in 1996. I've been telling you about this horse since the beginning of the year. So you know I'm going to definitely use him. I'm using Epicenter at 7-2 on my tickets. Let's take a look at the 4 horse, Some Is Tomorrow. 30-1. 7 races, 2 wins in 3 seconds. I just don't think this horse is fast enough to compete with these. Getting 30-1 on Some Is Tomorrow. Let's look at the 5 horse, Smile Happy, out of 4 career starts. 2 wins in 2 seconds. Hit his last couple races. Finished 2nd in the Risen Star Stakes to Epicenter. There's no shame in that. Next time out, the Bluegrass Stakes, finished 2nd to Xander. There's no shame in that either. Getting 20-1 on the 5 horse, Smile Happy. Take a look at the 6 horse, Messier, at 8-1. Out of 6 races, he has 3 wins in 3 seconds. Look at those speed figures his last 3 races. He's fast, isn't he? Those are some nice, impressive speed figures. Gets John Velazquez, and John Velazquez has a history in this race. Last time out, he went gate to wire on Medina Spirit. Before that, 2020 went gate to wire on Authentic. Messier will be forwardly placed in this race. Getting 8-1 on Messier. I'm definitely using Messier on my tickets. Then it's the 7-horse, Crown Pride. Japanese Shipper. 3 for 3 on the fast track. He doesn't like a muddy track, though. He finished 6th. I'm not sure if we're going to have a sloppy track or not. On Saturday at Churchill, I will keep an eye out for that, and I will bet accordingly. This horse won the UAE Derby last time out. UAE Derby horses are 0 for 16 in the Kentucky Derby. Best finish is 5th. This is a Japanese shipper. And they've been shipping pretty well lately. Last year at the Breeders' Cup, they held their own. They did pretty well in Saudi Arabia this year, as well as Dubai. Getting 20-1 on Crown Pride. He's got some nice workouts at the track, too. Take a look at the 8-horse, Charge It. Lightly raced coat with a lot of upside. Last time out for Florida Derby, he hit the gate, and he got in the stretch. Kind of lugged in a bit, then went out a bit. He really showed his immaturity. I tell you, this horse has a lot of upside. Once when he figures it out, and it may take him a couple races. It's the son of Tappet. I tell you, he's going to be tough once when he figures everything out. It's trained by Todd Pletcher, written by Luis Saez. Getting 20-1 on Charge It. Take a look at the 9-horse, Tiz the Bomb. If this race was on synthetic, I would pick Tiz the Bomb to win, but it's not. It's on dirt. The last time he ran on dirt was the Holy Bull, and he looked terrible. Getting 30-1 on Tiz the Bomb. Then there's the 10-horse, Zandon. At 3-1, written by Flavian Pratt, trained by Chad Brown. His last race out in the Bluegrass Stakes, that was an impressive race. He was far back. He got caught in traffic. He got dirt kicked in his face, and he didn't care. He won by 2.5. This is another horse that's showing increased speed figures. So he's getting better and better and better. I like to see that out of these 3-year-olds. Now, Chad Brown. Well, Chad Brown has never won the Kentucky Derby. I like this horse at 3-1. And I'm definitely using Zandon on my tickets. And there's the 11th, Pioneer of Medina. Taking off the blinkers. This horse would need a huge effort. Did finish 3rd in Louisiana Derby last time out, 4th in the Risen Star. Had some pretty good workouts. Trained by Todd Pletcher. Getting 30-1 on Pioneer of Medina. Take a look at the 12-horse, Tabor. You can question this horse's experience, but you can't question this horse's talent, and you sure can't question his speed. He went from 6 furlongs to 1 mile and 1/8. Went from a maiden race to the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby. And he looked sharp. Look at those speed figures. This is a fast horse. This is an impressive horse. You're getting 12-1 on Tabor. I tell you, when they open the gate, I'll be shocked if he's 12-1. I think they're going to bet him down a little bit. I like Tabor. He'll be forwardly placed in this race, and that's a good thing because horses that are forwardly placed in the Derby the last several years, well, they've done pretty well. Last 3 winners have won gate to wire. I'm going to use Tabor on my tickets at 12-1. Take a look at the 13-horse Simplification. Well, as I mentioned before, if you've been following my channel, and you know, since the beginning of the year, I've been telling you to watch out for these 3-year-old colts. Sorry, but not this time. Getting 20-1 on Simplification. Fountain of Youth winner. Written by Jose Ortiz. At 20 to 1, I'm going to use this horse on my tickets as well. I'm going to find a place for him in my exotics. I'm using simplification on my tickets. Take a look at the 14 horse, Barber Road. He's a closer. Last time out in Arkansas Derby, finished second. He's going to need a lot of pace up front. Getting 30 to 1 on Barber Road. Look at the 15 horse, Barrio. Out of 5 races, he has 4 wins. I picked him to win the Florida Derby last time out. Won by a length and a quarter. Won the Holy Bull before that off a layoff by 4.5. He loves Gulfstream. Only time he raced away from Gulfstream, well, it was his only loss. That was at Churchill Downs. He finished 3rd. He's got some sharp workouts, but they're all at Gulfstream. This race isn't at Gulfstream. I like Barrio in the Florida Derby. Getting 10 to 1 on Barrio, written by Tyler Gaffleon. Just wish he could have got some workouts at Churchill. Take a look at the 16 horse, Cyberknife. Out of 6 races, there's 3 wins, 2 seconds, including the Grade 1 Arkansas Derby. He's only had really 1 bad race. That was the Grade 3 LeCompte at the fairgrounds. So his races pretty well. Getting 20 to 1 on a Brad Cox trained horse. Written by Florent Giroux. And there's the 17 horse Classic Causeway. He will be forwardly placed. One thing I like about this horse, and I've watched several of his races, he knows how to get out the gate. When that gate opens, he shoots out like a rocket. He's put together some nice wins. But what happened to him last time out in the Florida Derby? He looked like a totally different horse. He's coming from post position 17. Post position 17 at the Derby is 0 for 42. Getting 30 to 1 on Classic Causeway. Take a look at the 18 horse, Tony Port. This horse has done well on synthetics. 3rd race out in the Risen Star Stakes. Kind of had a tough trip. He was better than that 5th place finish. I liked him in the Jeff Ruby Stakes. He lost to Tiz the Bomb by 2 1/4. Picked up his first dirt win in the Lexington. Problem is with that race, he didn't really beat anybody in that race. He is trained by Brad Cox. Getting 30 to 1 on Tony Port. And there's the 19 horse, Zacos, also trained by Brad Cox. Won his first 2 races impressively, broke his maiden by 1/2. And next time out at Oaklawn, won that race by 10. Finished 2nd in the Louisiana Derby at Epicenter. He's got some improving speed figures too. This is an interesting horse at 20 to 1. Trained by Brad Cox. And lastly, number 20, Ethereal Road. Looked very impressive breaking his maiden at Oaklawn. Finished 2nd in the Rebel. And well, didn't look good at all in the Bluegrass. Finishing 4th in the Lexington. Yeah, he's 30 to 1. I can understand why he's 30 to 1. He is trained by Wayne Lucas. I just don't see him doing too well in this race. So the horses that I'm using on my tickets. I'm going to use Zandon. I'm going to use Tabor. I'm going to use Messier. Simplification and Epicenter. The horse that I'm going to pick to win 2022 Kentucky Derby, well, it's the horse that I've been telling you about since January. I know that no horse from the Louisiana Derby has won this race since 1996. I'm going to tell you, they just started racing Louisiana Derby at a mile and 3/16. They started that back in 2020. And last year's winner of the Louisiana Derby, Hot Rod Charlie, well, he did pretty well, didn't he? And one of the horses that he beat in that race, Mandaloon, well, Mandaloon is the official winner, 2021's Kentucky Derby. I like Epicenter. He's going to be forwardly placed. I like that he's showing improving speed figures. I think Steve Asmussen is going to get his first Kentucky Derby win. I'm going with Epicenter to win the Kentucky Derby. And I'm using him over Zandon, Tabor, Messier. Simplification. Let me know who you're picking. Don't forget to hit the like button. This is going to be a fun race. Good luck.